While I am usually pretty positive about most VR game releases, not everyone can be a winner. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is RezelVR and in today's video I'll be taking a look at Everslaught Invasion, out now on the Quest 2. This is an arena based, or really a large scale map based, horde style mode hack and slash. You complete missions on board your airship as one of three classes, either the warrior, the rogue, or the vanguard, each one having their own unique style and skills. Completing a mission levels you up and unlocks new weapons and abilities, as well as additional maps to play on, and during combat, which can be played solo or with a friend in co-op, you'll fight wave after wave of monsters while simultaneously completing little mini games every few waves. As with most horde mode style games, you'll be able to upgrade weapons, ammo, and a variety of other perks in between waves. However, these will only stick with you until the end of each mission. Now, while I did enjoy many aspects of this game, there were absolute game breakers for me which killed immersion overall. So let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty and take a look at the good, the bad, and the ugly of Everslaught Invasion. Let's start with the good, because while this game may not be for me, there are plenty of things Everslaught Invasion does right. Starting with the level design. There are 5 maps total with an airship as a home base, and each map is multi-level structured and expansive, making the battlefield well suited for the game's fast-paced combat, which is another fun aspect of Everslaught. While those with a weak stomach may not be suited for this, the grappling, jumping, and fast-paced combat across the expansive maps can be exhilarating at times. Speaking of which, as you complete waves, you'll earn skill points, which you can invest into one of 3 skill categories: movement, crit chance, and utility, each giving you a new skill such as double jump to aid in traversing the map, among other things. Another well done section of the game is the mechanics. The grappling hook used by rotating your arm feels fluid and grapples quite nicely, and at times being a necessity in order to survive the onslaught. The arm cannon equipped on your left arm moves simultaneously with your hand, adding a unique mechanic to the game, and the way you jab yourself in the arm and heal is a cool looking feature utilized well in virtual reality. However, the same can't be said for the visuals of Everslaught Invasion. While I am aware that the game is operating on the Quest 2 and many games suffer from poor visuals on the Quest, I found the game to be pretty pixelated, not only in the environment but also in the enemy design, which is a shame, as I believe with some upscaling on graphics the enemies could actually look pretty terrifying. I also found further distances to be quite blurry at times, such as when looking up at the sky or at faraway places. I found the damage you perform on enemies, both with swords and guns, to be quite lackluster at best, with me simply flailing my arms around while playing. Well, this is pretty easy if you just keep moving around a lot. While not a major issue during the tutorial, I found a particular section which explains how to use your gun a bit confusing, as you have to drop the weapon in your hand to use it, and the game doesn't explain this to you in any way, something developers may be able to address at a later patch with some updated guides on shooting. But with that said, let's move on to some of the immersion-breaking things that really just killed it for me. First is the lack of physics. Now, this could have just been a me thing after just coming off of games like Red Matter 2 and Crime and Mercenary Tales, which I felt used combat and interaction physics quite nicely. I found myself just flailing my arms about in Everslaught Invasion with no sense of physics to really make the combat feel immersive. Your own swords pass through each other, and slashing and bashing or even shooting at the enemies just felt very unsatisfying, despite being able to chop off limbs or heads in combat. Overall, the physics to me felt heavily underused and at times almost non-existent. The other game breaker was the in-game voice chat. While I did my playthrough mostly solo, I did attempt to hop in with a friend, only to discover that the voice chat was not functioning, leaving us to chat by other means. While I haven't spoken with the developer directly on this issue, I was advised by another content creator that the developers are aware of this, with a post-launch fix designed to address this issue. So, in conclusion, I felt Everslaught Invasion contained numerous pros, but overall the cons just ended up killing the game for me. Pros include some well thought out expansive levels, uniquely utilized mechanics, and the ability to hop in with a friend and tackle the hordes as a team. Some of the cons are vastly underused physics, poor visuals, and a broken voice system. While this game may not be for me, I do hope it finds the right audience and that the developers continue working on the game to bring us the best version of it as possible. And that's going to be all for today's video, folks. If you enjoyed this video, do consider subscribing to the channel, as this helps me be able to keep making these videos for you. Also, be sure to leave a like and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another video. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you next time.